official this morning. Mr. Shannon Sharpe will be joining the crew. He will be joining First Take. It is official. Shannon Sharpe is coming to First Take. He will debut Monday, September 4th. He will be on here every Monday and Tuesday with yours truly.
Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck, and you heard it from Stephen A. Smith on Shannon Sharpe joining First Take. But before I give my opinion and elaborate even further on this topic, I want you guys to stop what you're doing and hit that subscribe button to the bottom right of your screen. Also, hit the notification bell so you guys can watch my videos when I drop my hot takes. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. This channel is growing. I ask that you just do me one huge favor and continue to like these videos at the end. And also continue to hit that subscribe button, baby. Back to the video. So, I made a video about this before this even happened when I broke the news about Shannon Sharpe joining First Take. Just because I was, happened to just be, on his page. And I saw, him slip up and say it, right? So, anyway, I gave a take a while back why I don't think that this will work. I don't think that it will sustain, and if it does sustain, I think that it's just going to be Shannon Sharpe's going to just have to stick to 2 days to feed Stephen A's ego. Look at how Stephen A. Smith announced this. There was no enthusiasm. There was no happiness. There was no joyfulness. There was pretty much like, oh, yeah, they got him coming, but, I'm going to be number one for the longest anyway, so I'm not bothered. Y'all know Stephen A. Smith is a very cocky man, very ugly cocky man at that. So that's why I keep telling people that I just don't think that Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe, I think Shannon Sharpe's personality is just much better, bigger, and bolder than Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith has a loud mouth. He doesn't have a loud aura. Shannon Sharpe has a loud aura, meaning that when he's around, he's a big physical guy. He looks sharp all the time. He takes care of himself. His hairline not the best, but it's better than this right here. So I think that Shannon Sharpe is going to make some noise. Okay, he just listed all these C-list analysts. I don't really like the way Ryan Clark talks. I think he tries too hard. I absolutely hate Marcus Spears and Kendrick Perkins. They sound like two fat country twins. I really hate their takes. And the only thing that I would request from First Take is that you keep Molly Quorum ass off of the panel. Man, I've been wondering why it's been so peaceful on my damn timeline. I ain't heard her loud ass. Man. So anyway, I think that Shannon Sharpe he's just going to be more vibrant, more relatable. People don't like to relate to Stephen A. Smith because Stephen A. Smith has snakish ways. Shannon Sharpe at least tries to fight for the right thing. Yeah, sometimes he can be known as being kind of coonish on TV and whatnot, but I think overall Shannon Sharpe has an aura and persona that just makes him more relatable. Like, he does things that piss me off, but I laugh a lot more than I'm mad with Stephen A. Smith. I don't laugh at all with Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith, he tries to be funny, but he not. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not funny at all. He literally has to practice in the mirror on how to be funny and how to serve his managers, his bosses. That's lame to me. It's not organic because you really have to be a bad person to make good content. That's not organic. That's just doing what you got to do to meet the requirements to keep your job. And I would never really respect that. I think Shannon Sharpe is going to come through and make everybody uncomfortable. And once ESPN looks at those ratings, and then he's going to see how those ratings looks on Monday and Tuesday, ESPN that is, they're going to see how those ratings look on both those days compared to the rest of the week. I am telling you, they're going to notice a significant drop-off Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Because people want to listen to Shannon Sharpe. We don't really want to listen to you, Stephen A. Smith, because to me, you're more of an entertainer. It's hard to really take him serious, but Shannon Sharpe, there's more depth. Shannon Sharpe always talks about his upbringing. He always talks about being a country boy from Georgia? Alabama, Savannah, one of those states. But he also talks about, how he had nothing, which is very relatable to minorities. He always talks about, what his grandmother and grandfather taught him, his brothers. I don't even know too much about Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is more private. He don't want you in his business, but he want to know everybody else's business. That's the type of guy you're dealing with, okay? But I think Shannon Sharpe is going to come through and make a lot of headlines. I think he's going to immediately make an impact in the ratings. And I also think that Shannon Sharpe is going to be the only reason why Skip Bayless is going to they're going to be able to compete with Skip Bayless, because say what y'all want to say about Skip Bayless, man, that brother entertaining. It's something about that old Dracula looking man that makes you want to watch him, because he gets on your nerves, but sometimes even he's relatable. I would rather watch Skip Bayless because Skip Bayless doesn't change his character. That's what you got to respect about people. Neither does Shannon Sharpe, unless he like bootlicking and shit. But Stephen A. Smith has to constantly switch it up. He has to constantly be something he's not, and I don't really rock with that. I think that Count Dracula beats himself. I think that Shannon Sharpe is himself, right? So that is what's going to sell. I don't know many YouTubers out here. I do watch a few YouTube channels that, do their thing on the sports, but I don't watch people's stuff because I don't want to act like people. I like to be myself. I stick to what's me. And if you're rocking with me, I support that. And if you don't, then hey, to each his own. Everybody ain't for everybody. The problem is you go wrong when you try to be for everybody. And that's what Stephen A. Smith tries to do. You can't really try to be for everybody, Stephen A. Smith, because you're not for everybody. That's what it is. You're a selfish person. You're all for yourself. So if you're going to be that way, at least be that way. Skip Bayless that way. He does great. FS1 don't want to let Skip Bayless go because Skip Bayless he's been the same. He has literally been the same. Stephen A. Smith, you can't even fathom and say that you've been the same. You know what I mean? Like, you went on from being against weed and going on all the smoke with Stack and Matt Barnes. And I can't remember if you were smoking or not. I don't know. I don't think you smoke at all. I could be wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if you was into other stuff, though. But anyway, I just feel like Stephen A. Smith is a fraudulent. I think that he's a jealous-hearted person naturally. He's a spoiled kid. ESPN has him spoiled. He doesn't want to share the spotlight, but you can't help but share it because Shannon Sharpe stands out. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Shannon Sharpe definitely stands out, and I think that we are all going to see that, right? And trust me, this panel rotation is not going to work. Just like with Cam Newton and Russell Westbrook. Their egos are too big to be a sidekick. Shannon Sharpe or Stephen A. Smith can't just be on the side like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that you're going to see a lot of moving rotations within the I would say I give it the first 6 months. But after the first 6 months, or maybe even before the first 6 months, you guys are going to see them either let more people go and clear out a significant budget to retain Shannon Sharpe because he's that good. He's that raw and he's that real. You know what I mean? And you could just tell from the blank expressions on Stephen A. Smith's face to where, he got y'all fooled. Y'all think that he run everything over there. No. Disney and ESPN is going to do what's best for them. And Stephen A. Smith may think he runs stuff because he worked 10 jobs, and his voice is everywhere. But ESPN is going to have a new voice and face to it. And once that's planted in everybody's mind and their brain that, when you think of First Take, you think of Shannon Sharpe. Man, Stephen A. Smith might just be out there, though. That's just what I foresee. And you guys heard it first on Charge the Game podcast. You guys let me know in the comment section if you agree or disagree. You guys let me know if y'all think that Shannon Sharpe is going to do way better than Stephen A. Smith like I do. Or do you guys think that it's going to forever be Stephen A. Smith's show? Or that Stephen A. Smith going to try to plant something in the man's room and set him up and get him fired like he did Michael Irvin? I'm just playing. No, I'm really not. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Like always, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me know how you charge the game. Peace.